The Music of Your Voice by Clarence James Dennis, 1876 to 1938. A vase upon the mantelpiece, a ship upon the sea, a goat upon a mountain top are much the same to me. But when you mention melon jam, or picnics by the creek, or apple pies or pantomimes, I love to hear you speak. The date of Magna Carta, or the doings of the Dutch, or capes or towns, or verbs or nouns, do not excite me much. But when you mention motor rides down by the sea for choice, or chasing games or chocolates, I love to hear your voice. Okay, this is a poem by C.J. Dennis. He was an Australian poet and journalist. He was known for his best-selling novel, The Songs of a Sentimental Bloke. He worked alongside Henry Lawson and Banjo Paterson, who are the two other famous poets of this period. And he helped to popularize Australian slang. It seems a lot of his poems are kids' poems, or quite light. And in this poem, he's talking about the music of your voice. He's saying that I love to hear you speak. I don't care about facts or information or old things or new things, but the one thing I love is to hear the sound of your voice. Your voice is just so musical. A vase upon the mantelpiece, a vase on the shelf above the fire, a ship on the sea, a goat on a mountain top are much the same to me. So I'm not very interested in these things. But when you mention melon jam, and that's when you're talking, when you say melon jam, or picnics by the creek, or apple pies, or pantomimes. A pantomime is like a play in the theatre for children. I love to hear you speak. So I think he's saying I love to hear your voice, and I love it when you talk about fun activities, about the things that I like. The date of Magna Carta, or the doings of the Dutch, or capes or towns, or verbs or nouns, do not excite me much. So these are all dry, dull facts. Magna Carta, something like 1215, something like that, or what the Dutch did, or the capes, or the towns, or verbs or nouns. These aren't interesting to me. But when you mention motor rides down by the sea for choice, but when you say, why don't we go down by the sea in the car, or a game of chasing, let's play tag, or when you mention chocolates, I love to hear your voice. So when you say fun things, I love to hear your voice. When you speak of pantomimes or apple pies or lovely things, that's great. But vases, ships, or facts, or information doesn't interest me at all. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. The Music of Your Voice by Clarence James Dennis.